Just throwing it away and someone else is collecting.
Huge fairings on the front of the undercarriage legs, looking rather like a cricketer's pads. Those actually were intended to serve a practical purpose on this aircraft in the dive bomber role, because they, the idea was, would act as the aeroplane's dive brakes. In the event when the Swedish Air Force started training for the dive bomber role with its Saab B17s, they discovered that the aircraft rarely attained the sort of speed at which you need to deploy the dive brakes, and in any case, Saab itself developed a bomb tossing system which negated the need to go into such a steep dive, when the bombs could be released from a shallower angle. Nonetheless, it's one of the aspects that gives this aircraft such a distinctive appearance. The Swedish Air Force was looking to expand in the mid-1930s, but one problem was Sweden's lack of a great deal of aircraft manufacturing capability. It was then that Saab entered the fray and took on this design, which was intended as a reconnaissance aircraft. Its conception by a firm called Aviation. Safe landing at the Saab factory airfield and then chirping, even though he had blood streaming down his face. Two crew had been carried on board. The pilot and the observer gun housed under a very long, continuous glass canopy. And in the end, 325 of these aircraft were built by 6 wings of the Swedish Air Force. B-17s flying from Kalmar in southern Sweden also encountered various Allied fighters, escorting them in either to turn them away from Swedish airspace or to land at Swedish bases. All sorts of other achievements to this aircraft's name. They conducted pioneering ejection seat tests in Sweden in the 1940s. Saab, and it was during that time that it made its only previous UK display appearance here at the Flying Legends show in 2005. Last December, it was transferred to the Swedish Air Force historic flight station at Sortenas, and here we welcome it back after 19 years absence, coming into land after a wonderful display of its qualities. The Saab B17A, flown by Ola Norén. The Swedish Air Force Historic Flight has an absolutely fantastic collection of Saab aeroplanes, including many of its early jets, the likes of the 29 Tunnan, 32 Lansen, 35 Draken and 37